To order at 10:36. Roll call, please.
Chairwoman Loops,
Here.
Commissioner Powell, Commissioner Hoffman,
Here.
Commissioner McGilwray,
Here.
Commissioner Jackson,
She's here.
Commissioner Nelson,
Here.
Commissioner Cavell, Commissioner Gingell,
He's excused with notice.
Commissioner Kuhn,
Here.
and Commissioner Jackson is here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First item is approval of the agenda. Who would like to make a motion? I have a motion by Commissioner McGilvery, support from Commissioner Powell. All in favor say, oh.
No.
Commissioner Hoffman.
I would like to add Commissioner Kokendorfer's resolution to the agenda. It came before the Board of Commissioners on September 2nd. It was referred by the chairman to the Lago Committee. It turns out it was not to be referred there. It was supposed to be referred to Public Health and Safety. And you were not at the last meeting, but Angela Powell was sitting in for you as the vice chair and as chair that day. And there was some discussion about maybe we shouldn't do it that day. Commissioner McGilvery said he didn't have it in front of him, so I passed out the resolution today. And they suggested maybe not put it on the agenda till you were here because you have authority to add it to the agenda. And I'd like to move that it be added to the agenda so we can discuss it one way or the other. And if you read the resolution, it's not against masking, it's against, instead of the health department handling it, it's the local school districts.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Support.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Aye. Do you want to, will you do a roll call, please?
Could we use this system and do the vote just on there?
Sure.
All right.
And I don't have a problem with putting it on this agenda and voting on that. This is something that's been talked about, and we could just move forward voting on that also. But, yeah, we'll vote on the amending the agenda.
Okay, but wait a minute. If you're saying you have no problem putting it on the agenda, you can do it. We don't have to vote on it. You're the chairperson. That's why I thought we waited till you were here. That's what they suggested at the last meeting. So if you're not opposed to
But-
it, we can just add it.
This is amending the agenda, right? Don't we have to have a vote to amend the agenda?
No, well, I think that you're the chairperson can put it on the agenda. Or what are you suggesting then? Because I'm not,
And Commissioner Powell, just a moment.
The chair needs, she has a question for you.
Commissioner Powell, I think the question is if the chairwoman has the ability to add an item to the agenda. Obviously, previous to the meeting, absolutely. Now we have a motion on the floor to adopt the agenda and supported,
Right.
and as amended. So it'd be appropriate to vote on that motion.
Correct.
so, okay, then I will withdraw my motion then. And because the chairman already said she'd put it on the agenda, so let's wait till the next meeting. I have no problem with you adding it at the next meeting.
Okay, yeah,
All right,
that's
I don't
fine.
have any problem with that.
So at this point, now that the motion's been withdrawn, we're just looking for a motion to adopt the agenda
As
Correct.
presented.
as presented, correct?
Right.
But that motion has not been made just yet.
Yeah, actually.
That was made.
Yeah, it was made.
It was made.
Okay.
But, yeah, Commissioner McGilvery made that motion, and Commissioner Powell supported that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Commissioner Hoffman made,
Right.
Okay.
So I like your way better. Thank you.
okay? All right. All in favor of approve, are we voting by the computer?
Yep.
Okay. So it is time to vote.
For,
The
Approving of the
as
agenda.
presented, just the way it
Agenda as
is.
presented.
This agenda.
this says motion amend.
I don't have anything that says motion amend
Pedro, I'm in
or
a meeting.
whatever.
Can I call you back?
This says motion amend. Are we voting?
Okay, bye.
We're voting to approve the agenda as it is.
Right.
This don't say that. This says amend.
Are
Can you refresh your page maybe? We kind of
Okay.
rushed the meeting at the beginning, so I don't think that every commissioner has yet joined the meeting and logged in.
So for
Okay.
sec,
Come here.
What do I gotta do?
Approval of agenda, so this,
So
Oh,
I'm not
Commissioner
right here,
Howell?
right?
I was gonna say, you made reference earlier in the meeting about time, so because
Yes.
we may have tech errors,
Yes,
can
let's do a voice
staff move
because
on with
I am
call vote?
short on time.
Yeah.
This
Right.
meeting was
Can we do a
scheduled to
call
start
vote
at
for the tech
8:45 and I'm, all right. All in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next is public comment. Is there anyone here from the public that wishes to comment? Oh, please, you have 3 minutes. I didn't hit my goal.
They did a
No,
voice vote.
Because it's messing up.
It's not messing up, people just aren't logged in.
Right, but we ain't got time.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, she moving. So as of today, we're gonna have a old meeting.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name's Catherine Kennedy from Orion Township. I did have some papers circulating around here to demonstrate the difference between how people get billed and how it gets corrupt. There were big amounts of money taken from Medicare and big amounts of money that have been taken from Social Security over the decades in the form of loans, in theory, to pay for welfare programs that were not sustainable. So I'm very concerned with a lot of the motions that are going on at the federal, state, and local level, all three, that seem to feel that health care is free. It's never been free for me my entire life. But we're introducing a lot of people that have not even been screened for health care into our communities. We approved that lease of the airport in a consent agenda item on the meeting on September 2nd, while everybody was outside objecting to the mask mandates. That was slid in there. I'm very concerned about that entire lease. I don't think it is actually self-sustaining. I don't think there was a basis to say that it's accounted for because we put some money in the agenda for it, in the budget. And I don't think it should have been done that way. I think a lot of the terms are very dangerous to all the citizens in this community because we are liable for every single expense of that operation, no matter what type of operation, no whether it's security, whether it's cleaning, whether it's renovations or remodeling or EPA things that are added into that lease. So I actually am very hopeful with Mr. Woodward's comments at the last meeting that they're going to try to focus more on accountability. And I would also ask that you include in that, there's a provision that I've been seeing, I've only seen it with sheriff or prosecuting attorney, I believe, where the chairman somehow has been granted sole authority to modify the budgets of those departments by up to 15% on his own. I don't understand why that'd be possible. I actually don't understand why the state of Michigan contracts with us for the representation for the health department either. It seems like there might be an embedded conflict of interest. I see there's an adoption to amend the current contract, which I didn't realize we did for the state. I haven't even had chance to review exactly what the terms that are being amended, but I hope we be a lot more conscientious about the impact that some of these decisions can make on our entire community long-term. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else for public comment? All right, public comment is closed. There are no items for communications. We move on to our regular agenda item. We have one item, fiscal year 2016 to 2020, Title IV, Client Services Contract Amendment. I have a motion by Commissioner Hoffman, support from Commissioner Nelson. And do you have a presentation or anything, any comments for that?
It would be very brief, if I may.
Thank you.
Just to explain the motion and what we're asking.
Sure.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the committee. My name is Kelly Collins, and I am the chief of the Juvenile Justice Division here at the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office. I do appreciate the opportunity to come before you today and make our request to support the extension of a contract that we are already engaged in with the state of Michigan, and specifically with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. For those of you who may not be as familiar with the Juvenile Justice Division, we handle all criminal contempt proceedings for personal protection orders. We handle juvenile delinquency cases and the petitions related to them. We also, and more importantly for this matter, we handle all of the child abuse and neglect cases, and they're also known as child protective cases. These cases come before our family division jurists here in the Oakland County Circuit Court on a daily basis and involve those members of our communities who are most vulnerable and most at risk, and that's our children. We serve to reunify families and eliminate risk of harm, both physical and psychological. The Michigan law requires the prosecutor's office to act as legal consultant to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services in these matters. Prior to, I think it was 2009, our relationship with the department was less than ideal. Some would characterize it as antagonistic and counterproductive. Since then, however, we've contracted with the department to not only serve in this capacity, but also to reimburse the county for the work that we do. Our current contract did begin in 2016, and it spans from 2016 to the present, and it reimburses the county at an hourly rate of $175 pursuant to the payment schedule that's attached in your packets. Our current contract reimburses the county for items such as meetings, interviews with witnesses, client consultation, petition reviews, trainings, court hearings, all parts of the litigation process, document review, trial preparation, transcript costs, and now appellate work on these cases. On average, this arrangement brings in approximately $250,000 a year to our county for our work. I come before you today to ask for your approval to take advantage of a one-year extension of that contract option for an additional $350 or $350,000 of reimbursement. So this would take the current contract from a $2 million reimbursable amount to a total of $2,350,000 back to the county. With this amendment, our statutory obligation would be to continue to serve in the capacity of legal consultant without the benefit of such reimbursement to the county. So my office and I personally am coming before you. I would like to continue in this current relationship with the department, and such approval on your part, just so it's clear, will not impact the previously approved budget. It does not require additional personnel or creation of positions, and I ask for your support and your approval to the proposed amendment for the extension. Thank you.
Are there any questions? A roll call, please. Oh, Commissioner McGilvery.
Is there a motion?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Roll call?
All right. Chairwoman Lubes.
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson.
Yes.
Commissioner Powell.
Yes.
Commissioner Kuhn.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavell.
Yes.
Commissioner Jackson.
Yes.
Commissioner McGilvray.
Yes.
Commissioner Hoffman.
Yes.
Madam
Right.
Chairwoman, you have 8 yeas and 0 nays.
Motion is approved. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thanks
for the
for
opportunity.
bearing with us and waiting for this.
Thank you for giving me time to speak. I know you're in a time crunch.
I know. Our last item is public comment. Again, I was remiss. The initial public comment was for items on the agenda. So I think we kind of flip-flop this. We have one person for public comment who commented it. So anybody else for public comment? All right, public comment is closed. Is there any other business? Then at 10:50, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Drive careful.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Good luck today. Whatever it is you got.